Hi stamping friends, Melissa Kerman here with Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. Today I'm going to share with you a super simple, fun, easy way to get a beautiful watercolored background. The cards you see in front of you, these two I did for the Color Fusers blog hop earlier this month. The color palette is Tangerine Tango, Crushed Curry, and Sweet Sugar Plum. And you can also see I'm doing this as a swap, so I have a whole bunch of the version with the lighthouse, and they each turn out just a little bit different, or sometimes a lot different. So it's very cool. The project today, I used Beautiful You, one of the new stamp sets from the Occasions catalog. My favorite image is that dancing girl or woman, and the High Tide stamp set. And bring back in those cards you can see. For the best effect, I like to use watercolor paper, and I'm using an E-size acrylic block by Stampin' Up. I've got my Crushed Curry, and that's the color I'm going to start with. And I'm just going to go direct onto the acrylic block, inking it up really about 2/3 of the way. And I'm going to take my Tangerine Tango and ink up the bottom. I'm doing it just along the edge. And then I like to kind of do a little bit sort of in the middle. I'm sort of thinking like a sunrise on the sun on the horizon. And then I'm going to take my last color, my Sweet Sugar Plum, and put a little bit along the top. You can do as much or as little as you want. So it's like the top quarter, really. And then I'm going to take my spray bottle, and I'm going to spray it about 4 times. How much water you use is really going to influence the end result. And one of the things that I have noticed with my spray bottle is you get a different amount of water depending on how you press, if you press all the way or only part of the way. So you kind of just have to play with it. And then I'm going to center my block right on my watercolor paper and just press. I don't know if you can really see how that blended. And then if you lift it up, you can sort of see the colors moving around. And I actually like to kind of move it to blend it a little bit. And you can lift it up so that that water puddle ends up wherever you want. So I did it this time towards the bottom. And then you can kind of move it around if you want. Or you can take a little edge of paper towel and kind of soak some of it up if you don't want so much there. And then if you're in a hurry to stamp, you just grab your heat tool and heat it up a little bit, and then you'll use your black archival ink pad to stamp some images. So here's my samples back in here again, and I just want to show you the difference between one done on watercolor paper and this is done on the very vanilla cardstock. So it just kind of becomes more blended, and on the watercolor paper you get sort of some interesting elements as the water moves on the paper down here as well. On this one it just sort of more blends. Doesn't take the water quite as much or the same way, and I really like the watercolor paper myself. I've done a couple of other samples in different color schemes, so these are ones I've done before. This one I actually did with markers on the acrylic block, and this one with ink pads, and you can see they all turn out so different, and it's just so much fun. I hope you'll try it. Leave a comment on my blog or subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a wonderful crafting day. Bye.